Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my card sketch. It's card sketch number 159. Welcome back. I know my last two have been pre-recorded because I was away, but I'm back and I'm ready to get going on these card sketches. So I'm very excited to get going on this. I like doing it when I actually do it live. Hello, Kay. Yeah, very, very exciting to go ahead and do this. All right. So what else is there? Lots of things are happening. You know, if you like getting your, hello, Lila. If you guys like getting your crafting products at a discount, this is the month to join. I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you about the join special, where in Canada, if you spend $135, you get $205 or $206 worth of stuff. I'd love to have you on my team. We do an awful lot of things on our team, lots of different events. We craft together quite a bit as well. In any event, that's just one thing. If you are interested, reach out to me. It's such a great deal. In any event, awesome. All right, so let's get on down to my desktop because that's where all it's happening anyway. So this is the card sketch. This one, I used a couple of new things, and I hope I brought them over here with me, and it kind of looks like maybe I didn't. I'll just, no. I thought I had it here, but I'll show it to you in the catalog. It's a new set of dies, and honestly, they're great dies. So that's this one here, and I will show you where that one is. I thought I had it with me, but it's the nested essential dies. It comes with like a chevron tag one. It comes with a kind of a rectangle, a rounded off rectangle in this shape as well. And geez, I wish I had them here, but oh well, it doesn't matter. And so this one, I just want to explain a little bit. My regular card base is your finished card base. Hello. And layer one is like I've gone with one layer, which you'll see. Now, layer number two includes these 3 pieces of designer series paper. I thought it would be kind of neat to show you some more cards with designer series paper because of the excellent 15% off on your designer series paper. And I used 2 different types today, and you're going to go, oh, really? You used those with that? And yes, I did. And this measurement that's here is a 2x3, and that's what I used to cut out that chevron. So we're going to be using this Hey Chuck bundle. I think it's such a fun bundle. This one just cracks me up. And this is actually the stamp set that we're using for Your Creativity Awaits for the month of June. So you'll be getting 6 cards. It is available to Canadians, but it's also the PDF will be available outside of Canada as well, but not until after the mid of the month. All right, so like I say, here we go. This stamp set, so much fun. The dies are awesome. I love this. Oh, you don't even see it. The die that goes with the sun, the weather vane. I really like that, but these characters are amazing. So I decided, I used this one the other day. I decided to use this one. I thought this one would look kind of funny. I'm going to do Rise and Shine on this, and I'm going to pretend that this is a guy and it's his boxer shorts. Anyways, I don't know where that came from, but in any event, I thought that would be fun to do with this particular sketch. So there's the sketch again. And honestly, I am so stuck. Pretty Peacock was always one of my favorite colors anyways. And it's amazing. I love it. But I didn't use my copper clay. This time I used pecan pie. Now, it's quite a bit different. And just I thought I even had a piece of, here's a piece of the copper clay and the piece of, oh, that would have been nice to have it like that. To have that kind of a card base. Wow, that'll be another color combination that I'll do. That's how my color combinations kind of come together. Not only do they come together by on the back of your designer series paper, but also when you just all of a sudden something just falls and it just goes like this. Yeah, like I say, this is probably my favorite is the copper clay, but the pecan pie works quite well with it as well. And I kind of wanted to use the pecan pie because of the stamping blends that I'm going to use. Now, this piece here is your second layer, and it's a 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And I have a bunch of stuff cut out here, and I'm going to show you this designer series paper where I got it from. All right, this designer series paper, this is a piece that's going to go right here, and this is the first piece on here, which is the 1.5 by 5 inch. Can you guess where this designer series paper comes from? I don't know. If you're anything like me, I would be totally shocked. It comes from Let's Go Fishing, and the back side of this are the flies. So I think it goes very, very well with this. And plus that is a pecan pie. And then I thought, well, you know what? I've got the pretty peacock going. First of all, let's go get this. Let's put this on there. You know, it's funny because I missed stamping when I was away. But the 2 weeks went so fast, and I was quite shocked with how you kind of get out of the groove of creating. So it's taken a little bit, that's for sure. The base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So I'm just going to fold that into the mountain. And let's use our bone folder. And we'll put this pecan pie on here. I really like that all the new colors and the color refresh all have Stampin' Blends that go with it. I'm working on a series with some stamping blends. I'm not sure how it's going to go. It's my son, who is the artist, that was going to do some videos for me. I wanted to show you different things. But we'll see how that turns out if we can get that done. So like I say, this piece is 1.5 by 5 inches, and it's going to go there. And then I have 2 more pieces of designer series paper, and one is 1 3/4 by 2 inch. So it's going to go like this. And you notice it's kind of, there's a gradient to this type one. And here is the other part there. Now, do you know where this designer series paper came from? I will tell you. It comes from probably one of my favorite sweets in the whole thing. Hello. It's this one, which is the Earth and Elegance. And it's the back side of this piece, actually, right here. And I use this part in here. But this designer series paper is amazing. And also, this is part of the monthly club that I will be doing next month as well. So don't forget, you know, just to tell you, the designer series paper is amazing, where you can see I've matched 2 different types of designer series paper on this particular card. Also, if you do buy 3 packages, I have an exclusive tutorial that I'm giving away, making some projects with the designer series paper. All right, so this is just going to go here. And we're going to put these 2 pieces on here as well. So did you see that actually in the sketch? That's how it goes. Now, this sketch is going to post at 10:45 on my Stamping with Diane group, and probably in my Stamping with Diane page. Remember to enter the challenges. You have to put that into my group. Now, the winners for the month of May are going to be announced at 11:45 this morning. I've already got it scheduled to go on there. And then I did say I was giving away a special prize just for the card sketch number 156, because that's actually 3 weeks or 156 weeks I've been doing it, which equals 3 years. It's over 3 years, but I didn't do them consistently because when I was busy, I didn't do anything with it. So anyways, good morning. All right, so we have this. Whoops, that is crooked. That's what happens when sometimes it doesn't, you don't hold it in place. So let me just get that right on there. All right. Then on here we have this scallop, and this is kind of neat, and I should show you this up close. You see it has a double stitched. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk here. A double stitched one, so that's going to go there. And then what I do is I have some more pieces in there, but let's go ahead and let's get our stamping done. So like I say, I'm using this fun little guy here, and I'm going to use this fence. We're going to use some of, like the sunshine die, and we'll see what happens with that. All right. So all you're going to do is stamp one of these guys. The dies, cut this out. So much fun. Just like that. And like that. All right. And then I'm going to show you quickly how I colored some of this. With this guy here, what I would do normally now is I would turn around and I would cut these out. And I've already gone ahead and cut them out. Now, the reason why I take something, I stamp it and then cut it out. What you're going to do is if you take all that time to color and then you go to cut it out and it slides a little bit on you, it's very, very frustrating. All right, so for the fence, I am using light and dark crumb cake. I am going to use some of, oh dear, I think I put the wrong lid on one of these. Let's see, this is light crumb cake. Oh, this is the gray. And I am going to also use pecan pie, the light and dark pecan pie. And I am also going to go in and use some copper clay on the fence. So those are the 3 colors that I'm using on the fence. So I'm just going in and covering the whole base with the light crumb cake. This also shows you that what you can do is you can mix and match a lot of your colors together. And I would color both of the fences. I'm doing 2 fences on here. I would color both of them together, so you kind of get them that they look, or it doesn't always look the same, but so they kind of look a little bit. All right, so we have a tiny bit of dark crumb cake, and I'm just going to put that in for a bit of shading. But I want it because if I use the crumb cake, and I'll show you this in just a second, because to me, I would normally do a fence in crumb cake. But if I did that, see how it doesn't quite go with the rest of the cards? So that's why I wanted to bring in, some of, not much, of the light copper clay. Just little tiny highlights. And the beauty of Stampin' Blends is that you can mix a bunch of these colors together. So if I can get this going with my son, he has some of my stamping blends. I would have to give him some other stamping blends that he could work with. And then I'm going to come in with the pecan pie as well. And then we're going to go back in with the crumb cake and get all the colors together. But wood, it's kind of different colored. This one's definitely not worn wood, that's for sure. All right, so I'm going to come back in with my light crumb cake, and let's just go in our circles and just get them blending. It was interesting. I don't know if you saw it or not. The picture that my son Chris did of Pulpit Rock, and he used the Stampin' Blends on watercolor paper. I have never done that before. It's rather interesting. And I didn't watch him while he was doing it because I was off being the busybody person I was on the ship. And I came back and he was basically putting the, doing the drawing. All right. So this guy, oh my goodness, he's so much fun. So I kind of want to do, let's see, I'm thinking to myself that we're going to put a bit of, I'm going to go in first and I'm going to get this part done, his nose part done. Let's see. And I want, this is light pumpkin pie. I want to put a tiny bit of this on there just to get some of that color. And then I have some Cajun craze I thought would be great on here. Now I could also put some, I'm going to, on some of these feathers here. I'm going to actually go in with my Pretty Peacock, just to give it a bit of color there. And then I can come back in with my light Calypso Coral. Anyways, I did do an awful lot of different colors on here, that's for sure. Let's see. I think I'll use the light. Is it crumb cake I want to use? No, this is, oh, this is the light copper. I'm going to put some of that on there too. And then I'm going to come in with some dark and then go back in and get it. Now, the one key thing to always think about when you're doing this is you want to make sure that you come back in and use a color to blend them so it doesn't look like there's a bunch of lines in there. Now, this should be, it's a light crumb cake. So I'm just going to get that and blend that kind of together. And then, like I say, lots of color on this particular guy. This is a gray granite, which we're going to come in with a tiny bit of the light copper clay. Put that in there. Oh my goodness, so much fun. Okay, and I just want this blended just a bit more, so I'm just going to come in and all right. Now, originally when I thought of doing this, I thought of possibly doing I was going to do a blue shorts, but I kind of thought that it might look a little bit better to kind of tie the rest of the card in. I'm going to come in. This is the light Pretty Peacock, but it's pretty dark. So you'll see me do something in here in just a second. Now, I'm going to come in with my color lifter. And let's lift some of that color off of there. So we make it a little bit lighter. See how that just works and makes it a little bit lighter? Don't know if you can see that, but there you go. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, thank you, Judy. Yeah, he's definitely the one with the talent. He's been drawing ever since he was about 3, so you kind of nurture people that do, or his son is very talented too. All right, so now this is where I want to come in. We're going to put this guy on there. We want the fence. I'm kind of thinking that maybe he's going to be in front of the fence. So we're just going to put that on there like that. And then I have the sun, but I kind of want to brush that up so it's not quite so and you know what color I think I used on there was, I think I used the copper clay, but I'm going to see if maybe the pecan pie will be okay with this. I'm just going to do it on the other side and let's see how that works. Yeah, that should be okay. Just going to do a tiny little bit just to get it. So it's not quite so Daffodil Delight. And then I also have a piece. Oh, there's a great idea. And I'm just actually doing this up as well. All right. So then we've got this like that. And you know what? I think I'm also going to do that on here too. Let's dirty it up a little bit. A little too stark. There. All right. So that piece is going to go like that. When I have this image here, that's what this is going to be. So it's just going to be a bit of a fence there. I'm going to stick this guy right on top of the fence, kind of there. Then this is going to go behind him. Whew. Cute. Oh my goodness. And then this is going to go across with the rise and shine. All right. So I think I'm just going to put this one straight down. These are great dies. I can see myself starting to use these quite a bit. And let's put our fence on. And I think I'm going to start putting some dimension on there. I'm okay having it double, 2 layers of dimension on there. Let's see. Do you ever use the blends color lifter to add definition? I do, but you can't do it on this small of an image. You really can't. It has to be a different image. And then you also have to be careful because this Stampin' Blend, this particular one, I don't know if you saw how juicy it was. It came out there. And with it coming out like that, it really doesn't do what you want it to do. So if you do have a Stampin' Blend, what you want it to do is not be as juicy as that particular one. And I have no idea why it was juicy. But yeah, yes, you can do that. It tends to take it off a little bit different. So you have to have a very light hand and do it with very light hand and do it with the brush end. Okay, I think we'll put that up there and let's put this one on. I'm really enjoying this. Hey, Chuck. Your creativity awaits. You get 6 cards and the stamp set, and you can add on the dies. Adorable. They're going to be just adorable, these cards. This is just going to go right here. So all I'm doing is adding some color here and here. You can see that it's come through and it's bled through. You want that to happen. By that happening, it's showing that you've blended your colors properly. So I'm just going to put this up here. Let's see. Yeah, that'll work. And then I want to put a tiny bit of glue on here. Let's just take those off. Just like that. And then we're just going to put this sunshine just behind there. And I'm not going to pop that off. I'm just going to glue that part on. So you can't even really tell that that's a sketch, can you? That's being dictating the circle part there. All right, and then on here, I didn't have on the sketch, I didn't have what was the words were or where the sentiment would go. So let's go ahead, and I think what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is dark enough, so let's check to make sure that this is going to be dark enough. And I think Rise and Shine is a good one for this one. Or It's Your Birthday, You Got Something to Crow About. I could get that on there. That's kind of a fun one. Let's see if I can get it on there. If I can't, I'm going to have to cut another one of those. I'll show you, this was the other one I had colored, and it was quite a bit different without the pretty peacock on there, but I kind of like it. All right, so this is there, and this word stamp is at the bottom of this. So I'm going to just go and put it right about there. That should, there, that worked. So let's see. We could put it right across there. We could put it across there like that. No, I think I'll put it there. So just put some dimensionals on here. I'm using the little dimensionals just because I've got so many of them open and I want to use them up. This would have been kind of cool with a bit of the rope on there. Or no, the linen twine. So let's just see how that would look on there. Yeah. Now, I'm going to show you a trick that somebody had taught me, is you just take some of this linen twine, and you want it to be kind of that messy look behind your sentiment. So all they did, or all they do, is they just tie a bigger bow, and we'll just cut that off. And they just put it behind, and then that's going to give the look of that linen thread behind it. There we go. And we'll just give that a bit of a paper trim or a trim. There we go. All right. So I don't even think, well, I could put some dimensionals on there, but I think maybe not. So I did have a little piece of this trim left over, so I'm going to put that down below. This is 3 3/4, so I'm going to cut this 3.5 inches. So don't forget, at 10:45, the sketch will be put up. The winners are going to be announced. I think I scheduled it for 11:45. And then there was the special one, and that's going to be done tomorrow. And the draws have all been done. So, right. So we're just going to put that there. And I'm not going to put any other thing on the inside there. I think that's enough. You've got something to crow about. At that point, you could put congratulations on there or something. And if I wanted to, I could have put another rooster in there. Let's see. Thank you. Yeah, this is a great set. Fun set. There we go. Isn't that fun? Oh my goodness. And think of it. What I did was I turned around. I used, like I say, this bundle. I used designer series paper from Let's Go Fishing and the Earth and Elegance. And it just shows you that you can come up with a totally different card and not really, notice that that's how you've done it. I love the back sides of all of our designer series paper. Originally, what I was going to do was I took this paper and I was going to put that there, but it just didn't do anything for me. So yeah, there we go. What a fun card, right? So, what is going on? Thank you. Thank you so much, you guys. I really do appreciate that. Remember, if you like this, give me the thumbs up. It's so important that you do give me the thumbs up. And also when you leave comments, of course, that really does help. And sharing my card also helps with my card coming up in different people's feeds that have never, ever subscribed to my YouTube. In any event, you guys, I really do appreciate you being here. I hope that, if you have any questions, do reach out. My whole purpose of doing these, lives that I do is to help you create cards, to give you the confidence that you can create cards on your own. By doing this, a sketch, especially a sketch, just think of different things that you could do with this particular sketch. Like I can see this done with this part here with a beautiful flower on there. That would be just amazing. Thank you. There's so many different things that you could do with this. Another stamp set that I thought that would go amazing with this particular sketch are the beautiful blooms. I thought that would be a great one as well. And also the bottled happiness would be another one. So it just shows you there's lots of different things that you can actually do with this. All right, so I will be live on Monday, 11 o'clock Pacific time. I hope you can join me then. I'll be doing either a fancy fold or a 3D project, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a fancy fold using some more designer series paper. I mean, with this sale, you just can't go wrong with it, that's for sure, right? Awesome. So have a great weekend. Remember to create because it's great for the soul. And if you want to join us tonight when we work on our own projects, I'm doing Sip and Stamp. That announcement and the Zoom information will be posted later on in the group. All right, you guys, have a great day. Bye for now.